Hello everyone, welcome to a Journal with Me video. Today I'm going to be doing a mental health related spread since it is Mental Health Awareness Week. If you want to see more mental health videos, I also will link a previous Journal with Me video that I did. I wanted to highlight the washi tapes I designed actually for this month, which are centered on mental health, and it's entitled Self-Check. And I'm recently super into this pink and green color scheme, so you'll see more of that in today's video. And I wanted to just write about mental health because I haven't really talked about it here on my channel, but I do have mental health problems since 2018, and it's been more than 2 years since I've been battling anxiety. And one way that has always helped me is, of course, journaling and writing things down. And there are a lot of different ways where we can help the mind condition itself to become better and to improve our way of thinking. At least for me, that's what's kept me going in the past few years that I've been taking medication, dealing with everyday life, and of course now dealing with the pandemic. So one of the things I would like to share is the fact that I do have a few things that I live by in terms of habits. So for example, I've been monitoring my breathing more. I've been also planning out things in a better light that would benefit my energy. The older I get, the more I realize that my energy is very finite and that I can't always work at my maximum, and I shouldn't condemn myself for it. I think we've all been in that productivity hustle culture, and we've always said like, oh, we have to get things done today, immediately. But for me, it's not like that anymore. I've also learned how to talk it out with friends. One thing that I find very useful these days is the fact that I use Telegram a lot. Telegram has a recording function, so sometimes I just record something and send it to all my friends, and then they just listen so that I don't have to type it out. I find that there are a lot of things that make me get stressed out or triggered by, social media mostly, and work in general. Being connected is always very hard for me because as an artist, I do like having some hermit time. I'm very much an introverted person, and having that space to just be myself and stay quiet is really, really important, especially when we live in a very distracted world. One thing I'm also learning to be more aware of is my usage of social media in general. I don't spend too much time doom scrolling anymore. I don't also watch too much Netflix because I find that when I get sucked into that rabbit hole, I never really go out, and then I get more anxious and more depressed. But this could be different for everyone. And I've been meditating a lot lately. I've downloaded Headspace. I subscribed for an annual subscription. And one thing that was talked about during one of the meditation practices was the idea that the body and mind are inherently different things, and sometimes they don't agree. And it's such an interesting fact to take in because we've always thought that, our body is okay, but our mind is probably okay as well. But physical health and mental health are very different things, and usually mental health, when I get problems with mental health, it manifests in my physical self as well, like shortness of breath, getting acid reflux. These are very random symptoms that indirectly affect how I work and how I function in a day. And actually, I've been starting to take less medication as prescribed by my doctor this past few weeks, and wow, the physical effects, the side effects of tapering down is really, really bad. I get really tired more often. I don't sleep well as much. I have really bad nightmares. So by having to really tone down on my activity and being more in tune with my breath, with how I start my day, I have to be more intentional. Even my eating habits need to be monitored because these will all contribute to my mental health and how I perform. My brain is very much an overthinker like most of us, and one thing that I'm really trying to do is let it rest. Or when I have things or thoughts in my head, I always let them pass by instead of keeping them out, because I really like to unload things by writing, jotting down ideas. It's so hard to have too much storage on your brain that it gets super clouded, and we like to Marie Kondo a lot of our physical things, but also our brain needs a lot of detox and cleaning. And one thing I also have been realizing is I don't have to keep consuming content if I don't need to, because sometimes it's better to actually just make more. This is something that I really resonate with one of Jocelyn K. Glai's articles or podcast episodes in Hurry Slowly, where she said like input versus output is very important. Or actually that was Austin Kleon, but I think both of them have talked about it at some point or written about it. And at this point in my life, I kind of just want to really slow down and create more instead of just reading. And I'm actually not super stressing myself out anymore, like, oh, it's not like I have to finish X book today, or like, binge watch a series just so I can get to the next season. Like, there's so much time for that, and that's something that I've been learning to pace myself with. I've always felt like things were very competition like, but honestly, like, who cares if I haven't watched the next season of Mad Men? But I might consider watching it, because sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to watch. And yeah, I think having that capacity of training the mind is very important. Not to say that I have trained my mind, I'm still very far off from that, but I am taking very deliberate steps to do that, and I hope that future Abby, I always think about future Abby and how she can possibly benefit from this. One of my goals this 2021 is really to gain mental clarity. I don't know how, but through the things I do, by having a meditation practice, I do yoga every day. So hopefully these small everyday activities really contributes to the bigger picture, and I hope you also consider doing that, and take one step to help yourself be better in terms of mental health, physical health, and overall health. And of course, I'm adding my mantra here, which I already stamped earlier, is the trust the process, because this may look different for everyone, but it's definitely worth trying and investing in. So this is the final spread, and I used the washi tapes that are now available at my shop. It's abc.store. If you want to join us for journaling hangouts, make sure to be part of our community and art club at patreon.com/abc, where you'll access a lot of printables, be part of our private Discord group, and more. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Always be creating, and make sure to take care of your mental health. Bye!